What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with day 13 of Bandai's reveals for Set 9 Universal Onslaught. Today, we're getting into the Tournament Pack promo cards, and unfortunately, they're only doing 2 a day at a time. I guess they just want to keep the hype train going, which is all fine with me. It just makes for really short videos, and unfortunately, these are not the promos I was looking forward to seeing today, but let's go ahead and check this shit out. So first up, we have Frieza, Everlasting Emperor. He's a 5-cost, 25,000 with blocker. His permanent says, when this card would be removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, this card gets minus 10,000 power for the duration of the turn instead. So, the only real way to get rid of him via a skill would be to hit him with 3 different abilities that would remove him from the battle area. Now, unless your skill happens to be the 5-drop red-blue Frieza that just says, oh, give him minus 30,000. Obviously, he's going to die, but he'll stick around for a while. He'll be a little bit weaker, so his effectiveness as a blocker won't be as substantial. Now, of course, I always advocate for having a way to attack battle cards in active mode, so that could be a way to get around this card, too. But it's alright. It's kind of gimmicky, but it's as a 5-cost, it's kind of a lot for a blocker that's just going to be a little more difficult to make go away. So I'm not really sure. Like, it's interesting and all, but it's not game-breaking, which is a good thing, because promos do not need to be game-breaking, but it also doesn't really seem that worth playing. Maybe this will be just a side deck card, but right now I'm just not really quite sure, because the new red stuff, you're going so hard, you're going so aggro with your not really so much your attacks, but you're going so aggro with your power reductions. And if you're running the cooler leader, you're just trying to mill everything. You don't really give a shit about trying to deal a whole lot of damage. Although the deck does both, that secondary strategy is definitely there. So I'm not quite sure how well this Frieza is going to perform, or whether or not it's really going to be used that often outside of being like a side deck card. Now, to be fair, the card can be used via the Clash of Fates Frieza swap engine, so it does have that going for it. But I mean, do you want to go into that, or do you want to go into the 5-drop that's going to reduce everything by 30,000 and start doing some real fuckery? The second card is Zenon, the Alpha and Omega. He's a 4-cost, 19,000. His permanent says, if you have a battle card in play with Universe in its special trait, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2, so 2 cost 19 is not terrible. His auto says, place this card in your drop area. When your opponent plays a battle card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and return it to its owner's hand. So, you can play him for 2, and he'll just sit there until you're ready to use his ability and bounce the card back to their hand. Personally, I feel like bouncing it back to the hand it's the new blue thing, since they pretty much eliminated blue's energy untap as its strategy, and now it's all about everything bouncing shit to the hand, which is just stupid. But I mean, this is Zenon. He's the one that he just snaps his fingers and he erases everything. So why is he bouncing it back to the hand? If anything, he should be warping it. That would actually make the card more valuable to play, in my opinion. Because, I mean, yeah, he can bounce shit, but I don't know. He's kind of like his own little built-in counterplay that you can just hold on to, but they didn't even give him barrier. They didn't give him anything to protect himself either. Like, sure, physically he's probably weak as ass in the anime, but I bet even Beerus couldn't just Hakai him for nothing. Like, he's probably got some kind of, like, ridiculous amount of protection against really everything, since he is the creator of everything, or supposed, god of everything. But I don't know. I'm, again, questioning this card on its playability. Again, might be another side deck card. Side 2 or 3 of them if you want to have just the option to, have that kind of built-in counterplay effect. But it's just not, again, it's not game breaking, but it doesn't really seem too playable. And I mean, with so much good universe support now, I don't. Is it really worth taking up the slots in a main deck for? I personally don't think so, especially when it costs two, and we've also got other like two cost counterplay cards too. So really, the only thing he has going for him is that he can stick around, assuming your opponent doesn't blow him the fuck up. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I know it's gonna be short, but the next few are going to be very short if they're going to be only revealing the promos two at a time. I was really hoping that with today being my last off day for a little bit, that they would go ahead and reveal the Cell and Super 17 first so that I could get those to you right away. But, of course, they did not. Those are pretty much the only promos that I know of that I'm going to be looking forward to for the moment anyways. But with these two, they're not bad. They're not terrible cards. They have their uses, but again, I don't see them being used outside of the side deck at most. And I don't really see that they really help any particular strategy in general. The freeze is just a big blocker that doesn't die right away, but again, if you're going to be playing other stuff, it just seems like it'd be a waste of energy. Even if you were using the Frieza swap engine, that 5-drop is just probably going to give you so much more benefit. And then the Zen-Oh card, he's all around, he's okay, but with no protection to himself whatsoever. He's very easy for your opponent to get off of the board, and even though he only costs 2 to play, if you have a universe card in play, he's still... You can still play other cards for 1 energy to remove battle cards, and some of them can remove more than a 4 cost, so is he really worth the 2 energy to just stick around and probably die before he gets to use his ability? Probably not, but that's not up to me to decide. That's up to you to decide. So, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the 2 promos that were revealed today. Do you think that they're actually going to be better than I think they are? Or do you think they're going to be just filler cards, maybe just side deck at best? Let me know what you think. We're going to go ahead and wrap this video up, so we'll see you guys in the next one.